Hey guys, back again with another video. This time around we'll be going through a game I played in the Lite League. We're in week 6 and we're playing Troy. Since we haven't really seen anything here in this league, I'm running through the basics. This is all the guys I'm kind of ahead on in recruiting right now, and these are the guys that I am currently bringing in on a recruiting visit to watch us play Troy. This team isn't like the FAU team. I'm actually going to stay here as long as I can. As you see, we're doing pretty good. We're 33rd ranked in the NCAA, looking to get squeaking in the top 25 with a win this week if we can. Yeah, like I said, this is a little different than the FAU. We're really trying to build this team up so we can take over once Butch Davis leaves. As you see, my boy D-Town, kind of at 10 on rushing, but he's a little behind right now because I think we already had like 2 bye weeks to start off with. As you can see, our offense is doing really good right now, and our defense is doing pretty good too. Kind of weak against the pass, but um, you know, almost top 25 in points allowed. That's a good start to have when you have an offense like ours that can put up points. Like I said earlier, those are some of the guys we were recruiting and some of our big players and their big players. Luckily, we do not have any injuries right now. This time last year, we did have 1 or 2 injuries with our receivers, and that ended up kind of messing with us. But with all that in mind, we're hoping to give these guys a good run for their money. Troy is not a bad team whatsoever. As we get the coin flip in our favor, as we can get the ball in the second half. But Troy's not a bad team. They're actually better than us overall wise, and so we're hoping to, kind of be the underdog here. Started the game early, running the ball a lot. I really wanted to kind of feed off of DeMarcus Townsend in this game, and at the same time kind of get my boy in a rhythm, Maurice Alexander. As you see, we're getting a little momentum going with the screen game and continue to running as we get smoked. There was a lot of big hits this game, I'm not gonna lie. We're getting pounded. Kind of getting risky there and throwing a slant route. I know it sounds funny to consider that a risk, but with these sliders and Alexander's ability to throw, he could miss those at the start of the game, but he hit them nonetheless. And we have a really good drive going here as we give another handoff to D-Town, and he breaks a big 9-yard runoff. And then after that big long drive, we finish it off with a DeMarcus Townsend touchdown. If this first drive is to capitalize anything for the rest of the game, it's that we are going to run the piss out of the ball. But we still get the job done in the air as we hit Jordan Underwood with a little short out route that gets us the first. But like I said, our ability to run the ball is what's getting us here offensively. So when all else fails, I am 100% certain that Alexander can get the job done with his legs as he does there.
One thing's for sure, it's going to be a great chess match between the offensive and defensive coordinators today. It's second down now. They're just
and Kirk, or not Kirk, who's the other guy? I think that his name's like, the other guy that's not Kirk, he's 100% right. This was a chess match indeed. We already went down 14-7 in the first quarter, and we kind of had to fight from behind, which I didn't want. But our defense wasn't looking too hot in the beginning of this game. Got another drive going. Continuing to lean on DeMarcus Townsend's running ability. Honestly, we're just feeding him right now. Almost reaching across the goal line and getting the big 25-yard touchdown, but gets to the goal line and the backup gets the little sloppy touchdown right there, capitalizing on DeMarcus Townsend's ability to run the ball. Our defense actually got a stop on that drive, so we have a chance to go ahead before the end of the second quarter here if we can mount up a good drive. Singleton getting targeted a lot in the beginning of the game. Kind of a guy that's on and off with his ability to influence our passing game, but he's being used a lot right now, as is DeMarcus Townsend as he gets another big 16-yard gain. And just as we drive, we throw an unnecessary interception. That was just unlucky, to be honest. I knew he was blitzing. I didn't think he was going to reach up and snag it, but luckily our defense held them to only a field goal. So we're not in too bad of a situation for blowing a turnover in our own territory. But with that in mind, we just got to get back, and we do just that, and we're moving down the field again on the back of DeMarcus Townsend.
This is the 13th play of this drive.
Maurice Alexander surprisingly got really hot quick in this game, and that kind of helped our offense out a lot. As you can see, these two throws, one to Palmer and one to Underwood as he gets blown up. Yeah, him getting hot really helped us out in this game because it was a slugfest for the first half. There's a lot of points being scored. And these young gun receivers like Dillard are kind of coming through for us in the clutch. Not the best pass catchers in the NCAA, but they're getting the job done as Maloney gets another big catch there, putting us in a first and goal situation. And of course, we're going to give that boy to DeMarcus Townsend, and that's an easy touchdown for him. Having himself a day already with 2 touchdowns on the ground. And I think at this point he almost had 100 yards rushing. Luckily we were able to hold him before the half, and we got ball to start. And since he's smoking hot, we decided to throw a risky pass right there. Dillard just pulls it in with the contact, showing him his strength. As we continue to just watch DeMarcus Townsend show that he deserves recognition as one of the best running backs in the NCAA. But Maurice Alexander also coming out strong with some Heisman-like pass presence as he looks down the field. Since we're on a roll on offense, it was only right that our defense stepped up as they got a big, I think they got a forced fumble, and Josh Powell returned it for a touchdown. So right now we're on a roll, and we continue that roll as we give Bryce Singleton his 5th reception for almost 100 yards. Then we come right back to Palmer for another big first down. As you can see there, both Townsend and Alexander are hot, so at this point there's no point in hoping for a stop because they're going to continuously slice through this defense. Almost made the last guy miss. I think DeMarcus could have gotten it, took it. I think DeMarcus could have took it all the way to the house if he could have squeaked by.
And they make the stop at about the 7-yard line.
Once again, we continue to just drive it down the field.
He's got the corner.
And DeMarcus almost gets in for his 3rd touchdown, but he stopped short. But you might as well let him get it since he almost got it. And that's 3 touchdowns on the day for D-Town. He's having himself a big day. I think he's at 125 yards at this point, and we're continuously trying to feed him, but they're starting to get a little whiff of that being the case. So we're going to let Maurice do his thing for a little bit as well. Got a big 3rd and 12 here, and Jordan Underwood drops the ball. Unfortunate. Luckily our defense holds off, and we're going to try to get it going again. On a big 2nd and long, we get a little bit of that back, and we get ourselves in a manageable 3rd and 5. So why not give it to DeMarcus Townsend and let him do his thing, making him look absolutely silly. My dog was hitting the nay-nay. So unfortunately on that last play, as we see Kevin Johnson get loose, very valuable backup. We had picked him up last offseason. He was a JUCO guy, really athletic. Not as shifty as DeMarcus, but he's good enough to have as a valuable backup, especially when I run triple every once in a while. It's nice to have that speed. And he caps off a good drive for him there with a touchdown. The big reason that he's in right now, though, is DeMarcus Townsend had went down for an injury. It was really concerning, but it turned out just to be like a hip corner. So luckily for us, he was just out for the rest of the game. As you see, he got player of the game, 167 yards, three touchdowns on the ground. D-Town doing his thing. Offense did good, almost 500 yards total offense with 5 rushing touchdowns and 1 through the air. Absolutely just got it done on the ground today. I think we're starting to realize that DeMarcus Townsend is indeed the answer for winning games. Not a bad game. 1 pick, 1 touchdown, but not too shabby. Great day running the ball, and Bryce Singleton had 100 yards receiving, so good day for him. Another one of those young guys. I think he's a junior right now. Had a big impact on the team as a sophomore last year, but we're hoping to continue on that for the rest of the season. As you see, Josh Powell got that forced fumble and fumble recovery for a touchdown. DeMarcus Townsend and Josh Powell were players of the game, naturally. That's what happens when you get a scoop and score. And now with that game, D-Town is back on top by almost 100 yards. But my dog's balling. St. Louis is doing his thing too, leading the league in tackles. And he's got himself a pick too. Look at that. He's a big deal for our defense. He does a lot, and he's kind of like the captain for the defense, as he's one of the best players outside of the D tackles. Get a look at the rest of the season here. Looking to do good against Southern Miss next week. Got 2 more user games, but other than that, I think we can finish off the season with a bunch of wins. That'll do it for this video. I'll catch you next time, fellas. Have a nice day.